Welcome back to Bible Stories with Mom. Today, my mom will come and read us another story from the Bible. I am so excited. Today, we will be reading all about when a group of the people of Israel came up against Moses and Aaron. Oh no, that is not good. But let's find out what happens in this story. So, are you ready? Let's begin.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to another story time. I am feeling a little disappointed. That is a big word. Disappointed, isn't it? Do you know what that means? Disappointed means to feel sad or unhappy with someone or something that failed or didn't go as you planned. Can you imagine your dad decided to make your favorite dinner, but when it was time to eat, you realize that dad burnt the chicken? Oh no. You would feel disappointed, right? Yes. Wow. You might be wondering, why am I feeling this way? But let's first do a recap and then I will tell you, okay? The children of Israel left Sinai heading to Paran. They started complaining and God consumed the people at the back with fire. The people complained again about the manna that God gave them and lusted after the food that they had in Egypt. God was angry and gave them quail for 1 month, but he also punished some of them with a plague and they died. Miriam and Aaron murmured against Moses, and God was not happy. So God gave Miriam leprosy for 7 days. She was put out of the camp until she was clean. Then they journeyed to Paran, and Moses sent out 12 men to spy out the land that God promised them. 10 of the men gave a bad report, and the people were scared. But Caleb and Joshua gave a good report and trusted in God that he would give them that land. The people got angry and planned to stone them. They also planned to make a new leader and go back to Egypt. God was very upset and decided that the people would not get to go into the land, but only their children with Caleb and Joshua could go into the promised land. Now they will have to wander in the wilderness for 40 years. And that's it. That's our recap. And this is why I am disappointed, because the people did not trust in God to bring them into the promised land. They could be enjoying those nice grapes and just enjoying all the blessings that God had for them. Can you imagine that your family decided that they will go on a vacation? On the way, your parents decided to go back home because you or your sibling, which would be a brother or a sister, were being rude. Do you feel disappointed that you had to go back home and not go on your vacation? I'm sure you would. But let's read our story today and see what happens in this story. Will the people be sad or will they start listening? So let's find out what this story will be all about. Today's story is the rebellion of Korah. Hmm, rebellion. That's another big word. What does that mean? Well, let's read the story and see if we can find out. All right. Korah from the tribe of Levi, Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On from the tribe of Reuben, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. So these men are well known among the people, right? And they gathered themselves together against Moses and Aaron. Oh dear. And said unto them, Ye take too much upon yourselves, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Oh dear. He said all the people are holy, meaning they are doing all the things that pleases God. Do you think he's right? No. The people have been disobedient this whole time, right? Why would he say such a thing? Oh dear. Let's read on and find out more. Why then lift you up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord? Oh, he's also accusing Moses and Aaron for making themselves leaders of the people. Oh dear. Did they forget what happened to Miriam when she murmured against Moses? Oh boy. Let's read on and find out more. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face and he spoke to Korah and all the people with him, saying, Tomorrow the Lord will show who are his and who is holy, and whom he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him. God always makes the best choice because he knows every man's heart, right? He knows if your heart is pure, right? And so he chose Moses to lead the people. And we know that Moses is very meek and he's always thinking about the people, right? And he chose Aaron to be the high priest so Aaron can come before him and represent the people. But Korah, he wants to be a leader, but his heart is not good. Do you think that God would choose him? Let's read on and find out. This do. Take your censers and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord doth choose, he shall be holy. So Moses is telling the men that they should gather tomorrow and they should bring their censers. So they're going to burn incense before the Lord. And remember, only special people are allowed to burn incense before God. Let's read on and find out what happened. Wonder who will God choose? You take too much upon yourselves, ye sons of Levi. Hear, I pray you, ye sons of Levi, seem it but a small thing unto you that the God of Israel hath separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to him, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. So remember, the Levites are special people to God. God chose them and separated them from the rest of the people. So they do special work. They are the ones who are allowed to work in the tabernacle, to make sacrifices, to put up the tabernacle and to pull it down, right? No one else can do this except the Levites, right? That's their responsibility. So they have a big job. So that's what Moses is saying unto them. You're special unto God. God gave you an extra special job. Let's hear more. And he hath brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee. And seek he the priesthood also? This is getting interesting. The priesthood is a job that God gave only to Aaron and his sons. So I can imagine that they wanted the job of Aaron and his sons because they're just not satisfied with the job that they have. So can you imagine that you were placed in a group to work together to do some group work, and then you thought that the job that you have was not good enough, was not special enough, and you start to murmur and complain that if I had the job of the leader, I would have done a better job. And so you're not satisfied with the small task that you've been given. So I can imagine that this is what is happening. And so they're murmuring against Aaron. Let's find out more. For which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord? And what is Aaron that he murmur against him? And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, which said, We will not come. Uh-oh. Can you imagine that the principal of your school sent a message that you should come to the office and you say, I'm not going? That would be rude, right? You would have to face the consequences. Well, this is what these two men did when Moses called for them. Oh no. Let's read on and find out what happened next. And they said, Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of a land that floweth with milk and honey? So they're talking about Egypt, oh dear. To kill us in the wilderness, and thou make thyself prince over us? Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that floweth with milk and honey, or give us inheritance of fields and vineyard? Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? We will not come. Uh-oh. These men are being disobedient. Moses is their leader, and they should be respectful unto him, right? Just like your parents, they are in charge of you, right? And you should be respectful to them. So these men should also be respectful to Moses. Let's read on and find out what happens next. And Moses was very angry and said unto the Lord, Respect not thou their offerings. I have not taken one donkey from them, neither have I hurt one of them. Oh, wow. Moses was talking to God and telling him how he feels about these men who are being disrespectful. And he's saying he's never taken anything from them or hurt them. So God should not forgive them for what they did. Oh dear, that's serious. Let's read on and find out more. And Moses said unto Korah, You and all thy company, along with Aaron, come before the Lord tomorrow, and take every man his censer, and put incense in them, and bring before the Lord 250 censers, and Aaron's censer too. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron. Korah gathered all the congregation against them, and the glory of the Lord appeared before all the congregation. Oh dear, what do you think God will do? Let's read on and find out. And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron, saying, Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. Oh no, God is angry. Oh dear. And they fell upon their face and said, O God, the God of all men, shall one man sin, and will thou be angry with all the congregation? So Moses is asking God not to destroy all the people, because it was Korah that caused this problem, right? Let's find out what God will do. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the congregation, saying, Get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Oh, wonder what's going to happen. And Moses rose up, and he spoke unto the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch not anything of theirs, lest he be consumed in all their sins. So Moses is warning the people, move away from these men, because God is going to consume them. And if you are staying among them, that means you are a part of their sin, and you also will be consumed. So what would you do if you got that warning? Would you run away? Yes, I would run away. Let's see what the people did. So the people moved away from the tents of these men. I can't imagine that the people didn't want to get in trouble too, right? I think they made the right choice. Let's find out what happens next. Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents with their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moses said, Hereby he shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord hath not sent me. So Moses is saying, if these men just die a regular death, let's say they went to bed and sleep and didn't wake up in the morning, then God didn't send him if they died that way. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all that they have, and they go down quickly into the pit, then he shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. Oh, wow. Have you ever heard of the earth opening up and swallowing someone? I've never heard of that. So Moses is saying, if God does a new thing and open the earth and the earth swallow them up, then that will be a sign for the people to know that God is with him and that they have provoked the Lord to anger. What do you think? Do you think they will die a regular death? Or do you think the earth will open up? Let's read on and find out. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that pertained unto Korah, and all that they had went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. Uh-oh. Wow. God did a new thing. He did as Moses spoke. So all the people will know that God is with Moses. So let's read on and find out more. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. So I can imagine that all the people who stood nearby and saw this happening, they got so afraid and they started running, maybe even screaming, because they didn't want to be swallowed up in the earth. Would you want to be swallowed up in the earth alive? No way. All right, let's find out more. And there came out a fire from the Lord and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. So all those men that stood against Moses and Aaron with Korah, they were consumed by fire. Wow. And the Lord said unto Moses, speak unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron, that he should take up the censers out of the burning and make them into broad plates for a covering of the altar. And they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel, that no stranger, which is not of the seed of Aaron, come near to offer incense before the Lord, that he be not as Korah and as his company. So Eleazar will take up all the censers that those men used to burn incense before God and to make plates, right? And those plates will go on the altar. And the altar is where they make sacrifices unto God, right? So when the children see these plates, they will remember that God was not happy with what Korah did. All right, let's find out more. But in the morning, all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron. What? Did they not remember what happened to Korah? This is not good. But let's read on and find out what will happen. And the people said, he have killed the people of the Lord. Oh no. They are blaming Moses and Aaron for what happened yesterday. Oh dear. And it came to pass, When the congregation was gathered against Moses and Aaron, that they looked towards the tabernacle, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared. Uh-oh. I don't think this is good, but let's find out. And Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle, and the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Get you up from among this people, that I may consume them. Oh no, God is angry. Oh dear, let's find out what will happen. And they fell upon their face, and Moses said unto Aaron, Take a censer and put fire therein from off the altar, and put on incense, and go quickly among the people, and make an atonement for them. For there is wrath gone out from the Lord, and a plague has begun. This sounds very serious. But wait, what is an atonement? Let's find out. An atonement is to make peace with God. So Moses is telling Aaron to get incense, which is a sweet odor that they will burn to comfort God, to say, I'm sorry. Let's take, for example, if you did something bad and your mom was upset, right? You would probably go outside and get a bunch of flowers and bring the flowers to her to say, I am sorry for what I did. So, similarly, that's what Aaron is doing with the incense. He's burning sweet incense to comfort God, to say, sorry for what the people did, right? Remember, Aaron represent the people before God, right? All right, let's find out what happens now. And Aaron did as Moses commanded, and ran into the midst of the people, and he made an atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague stopped. But many people died that day. Wow, so God was appeased with the incense that Aaron was burning, right? So just like when you say sorry to your mom and you give her a big hug and a kiss, then she would forgive you, right? Then same with God, right? All right, so let's find out what happens next. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and take off every one of them a rod. A rod? What is this rod for? Let's find out. And take off every one of them a rod of all their princes, according to the house of their fathers. 12 rods. Remember, there are 12 tribes. So each tribe will bring one rod. So write every man's name upon his rod, and thou shalt write Aaron's name upon the rod of Levi. So Aaron represents the Levites, right? And thou shalt lay them in the tabernacle before the testimony, where I will meet with you. Wonder what God will do with these rods. Let's find out. And it shall come to pass that the man's rod, whom I shall choose, shall bloom. Wow. So, one man from each tribe is represented by a rod, and a rod is a dry piece of stick. But wait, God said one of these rod will bloom? Oh dear. I'm getting excited. Let's read on and find out. And I will make to cease from me the murmuring of the children of Israel, whereby they murmur against you. So God is going to show all these people who He has chosen by causing the rod to bloom. Wow, that's nice. And Moses spoke unto the children of Israel, and every one of their princes gave him a rod apiece, and the rod of Aaron was among their rods. And Moses laid up the rods before the Lord in the tabernacle. And it came to pass that on the morrow, which is the next day, Moses went into the tabernacle, and behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of the Levi was budded, and brought forth buds, and bloomed blossoms, and yield almonds. What? Can you imagine seeing almonds on a walking stick? Wow, God is amazing. Have you ever seen almond before? Let's take a look at what an almond looks like. Interesting, right? This is nice. And Moses brought out all the rods from before the Lord unto all the children of Israel. And they looked and took every man his rod. And the Lord said unto Moses, Bring Aaron's rod again before the testimony to be kept for a token against the rebels. And thou shalt take away their murmurings from me, that they die not. As the tablets and the manna was kept for the children of Israel to remember what God did for them, so will Aaron's rod be kept for them to remember that God chose Aaron, right? So that the people will stop complaining, so that God will not have to consume them. Wow. So we learned another big word from this story: rebellion. This is when a group stands up against someone or something. In the story, we see that Korah stood up against Moses, while Dathan and Abiram were disobedient. There are rules and order for everything and for everyone. There is no difference for us as children of God. We must respect and obey those who God put in charge of us, like our parents, or pastors, the police, and other authorities. While we are on this earth, we will be tested and will have to choose between good or evil. Will you obey or disobey? If we choose to follow Jesus and all His laws by obeying who He puts over us, we will be prepared to live with Him in heaven, where we will obey God, because there will be no evil or disobedience there. So let us practice to be obedient, okay? Thank you so much for listening to the story today. I hope you enjoy this story. God bless you. See you next time. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, it's question time. Are you ready? Let's begin. Question number 1. Who started the rebellion? Was it Korah? Was it Adri? Or was it Moses? Let's think about it. Who started the rebellion? Do you have an answer? All right, let's check. Oh, it was Korah. Korah started the rebellion. Oh, where did that bird go with our answer? All right, let's move to question number 2. What did the men bring with them to the tabernacle? Remember, Moses tell them to come the following day with something. What did they bring? Let's get a clue. Money, stones, or censers? Think about it. Did they bring stones, money, or their censers? Do you have an answer? All right, let's check if you got it right. Censer. Did you get that right? I hope you did. All right, let's move on. Oh, he's gone again. Oh dear. All right, question number 3. What swallowed the men? Interesting. Remember, Korah and those men that were rebellious, something happened. They got swallowed up. What swallowed them? Let's get a clue. Was it a mouth? Was it a great big whale? Or was it the earth? Something new happened. What was it? Do you have an answer? All right, let's check. Oh, the earth. Yes, the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up with all that they had. Ooh, hope you got that one right. There goes the bird again. I think that bird is up to something. Let's go to question 4. Who made an atonement for the people? So when all those people were murmuring against Moses and Aaron, who made an atonement? Was it Aaron? Was it Dathan? Or was it Korah? Who did it? Let's think about that one carefully. Do you know who it is? All right, let's see if you got it right. Did you guess Aaron? Well, Aaron is the right answer. I hope you got it. All right, question number 5. What was on Aaron's rod when it bloomed? Oh, this is a good question. I like this question. What was on his rod? Do you remember? All right, let's check our answers. Was it bugs? Ew. Was it almond? Or was it fire? Bugs, almond, fire. Which one? Do you know? All right, let's see if you got it right. Oh, Oh, yes, it budded blooms and almonds. Yes. Wow. Oh, that bird is gone with her answer again. What is that bird? Oh, it has a nest with all our words. Oh, that's a nice nest. I hope she put some eggs in there too, right? All right. You did a good job. Nice answering all those questions with me. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on and see what's next. Oh, it's game time. Wonder what game we're playing today. Well, let's find out. Line maze. This looks interesting. Let's check it out. Oh, first round looks very easy. Let's give it a try. We have a camel. We have a ladybug. And we have a bee. Oh, they're on different paths. And they're trying to get to what? Oh, a beautiful flower. Wow. Which one will we help today? Let's see which one needs some help. Oh, the bee. The bee wants some help to get to the flower. Maybe the bee is going to make some honey, right? Do you like honey? Nice. All right. So which path do you think the bee should take? Is it the path with A or path B or path C? Which one? A, B, or C? Do you know? All right, let's see if you got it right. Oh, it's C. Nice. So let's help the bee to get to the... Ooh, nice. We did it. The bee got to the flower. Wow, that's really nice. That one was easy, right? All right, let's try another one. Oh, ooh, this one looks a bit harder, doesn't it? Oh, lots of lines. All right, let's try. So we have 3 flowers at the bottom. Flower number 1, flower number 2, and flower number 3. Oh, that one looks like it's about to die. Oh, I think it needs some water. So let's see what we're going to match with these flowers, right? Oh, A is a bird. Let's see what's at B. Oh, a watering can. Gotta water the flowers. That's important. Oh, a caterpillar. Oh dear. All right, let's start with the bird. If you follow the line from A, which flower do you think the bird will go to? Flower number 1, flower number 2, or flower number 3? If you're not sure, you can just make a guess. All right? Let's see. Do you think you have one? All right. Let's see if you got it right. Oh, so the bird will be going to flower number 2. Wow, that's a beautiful yellow flower, isn't it? All right, let's try the watering can. I think it's number 3, but let's see, because number 3 looks like it needs some water, right? Did you choose a number? Is it 1 or 3? All right, let's give it a try. Oh, it goes to number 1. So I was wrong. It's not number 3. Oh dear. I hope you got it right. So that would mean the caterpillar would go to number 3. Oh, he's going to eat that sad flower. Oh dear. All right, that was fun. Would you like to try another one? All right, let's go. One more. What do we have here? I see lots of lines. Ugh. All right, let's see the first thing we have. Ooh, a beautiful red butterfly. Nice. Ooh, a green butterfly. And the third one, a purple butterfly. Wonder where are they going? Ooh, those are some nice flowers. Wow. Oh, but only one will go to the flowers, right? So which one do you think will go to the flower? Is it the red, the green, or the purple? What's your choice? A, B, or C? Which one? You have 5 seconds to make a choice. All right, time is up. Which one do you think? Red, green, or purple? Let's find out. Oh, it's the red. Did you guess the red? I hope you did. Wow, that was fun. I had so much fun playing with you today. Thank you so much for joining me on the questions and the game. I had fun with you. All right, don't forget, join us for a song. Goodbye. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Obedience is the very best way to show that you believe. Doing exactly what the Lord commands, doing it happily. Passion is the key.